Hello all, this is Lee. I was just going to show you how to use OpenRocket real quick. So once you have downloaded OpenRocket, and if you haven't downloaded OpenRocket yet, go to Google or whatever your search engine of choice is and search for OpenRocket. Um, on Google, it's like the first one that pops up. You click, you find the download link, which is real simple, and then download it. Once you download it, you end up with a Java file. Now, a suggestion is to go ahead and update your Java. How do you do that? Well, just Google update Java. Simple thing. You go, it takes you to the Java site. You update and go from there. Then come back and try to run OpenRocket. You may already have the best and brightest Java there is, but if you don't, it'll make things a lot easier if you update your Java first. So here's OpenRocket. I'm going to open it, and sometimes it takes a little bit to open it against a Java file, so it might take a second or two to open. Once you've opened it, you get a screen that looks like this. And some things that I wanted to show you to begin with. First, you've got your tiles up the top, and it should look very similar if whether you have a Mac or you have an PC. Not sure if it'll work on Chrome or not, but if somebody wants to try that out, then send me an email, let me know. If you got a Chromebook, will it work? I know there's an Android version of it, so I don't know why you would have an Android computer, but hey, people have all kinds of things, right? So anyway, so if you open up OpenRocket, you have a file which will let you do new. You can open ones that you have done already. You can save your rockets, which I suggest that you do often. You can save as. So a suggestion would be is if you build one rocket and you decide to change it, go ahead and save it, open it back up, and then make your changes and save as Rocket 1.1, let's say. That way you keep a recording of all the changes that you've made over time to your rocket. That sounds like a good idea to me. We can change our scale and preferences. Everything in TARC is in metric except distance. So my suggestion is go to preferences and click on units. And then right here where it says distance, I'd change that to feet. Now, if you want to go ahead and change your rocket dimensions to inches here, it might make it easier for you to look at things, but you can change that actually as you're building. But if you want to change it here, go right ahead. If you want to leave it alone, whatever makes you happy. Remember, your rocket has to be at least 650 millimeters long, which is somewhere around 25 or 26 inches, plus or minus a little bit. All right, but go ahead and change this distance because otherwise it won't look right. Up here we also have tools. You can analyze your rocket. You can do a lot of different things with it. I haven't done a lot with this, but hey, you might decide to. And finally, there's some guided tours, some help for you creating a simple rocket design. There's 15 slides that'll show you basically how to do what I'm going to show you in episodes to come. We have here, this box will list all the parts of your rocket. These are all the components that you can put on your rocket as of right this minute. You can come to this screen up here, and this will let you, after you've created a motor mount in your rocket, it'll let you pick rocket motors, and this one will let you look at your simulations and create new ones. But we'll go back to rocket design. Down here will show you your rocket. This is where the whole rocket's going to show up as you're building it. Over here you'll see the length of your rocket, the diameter of your rocket. You need to know the length of your rocket, the mass of your rocket with no motor, and I imagine if you once you put motors in, it'll show you that. It'll tell you that in grams. Remember, the maximum is 650 grams. Once you test your rocket, it'll show you here apogee, max velocity, max accelerations. And then over here it's going to show you your stability. Now you want your stability to be somewhere between 1 and 3, more stable in calm conditions and less stable in windy conditions. It'll tell you where your center of gravity on your rocket is and where the center of pressure is. So the center of gravity needs to be in front of the center of pressure, and the further in front of it is, the greater the stability. I believe that has something to do with the diameter of your rocket and the distance between how many body diameters is between these two. All right, well, that kind of gets us through the very first part of OpenRocket. And so we're going to stop, and I'll make another video about how to start building your rocket. Possibly. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this off.